Hello and welcome to the 13th video of watching me start my business. I am recording in the middle of a storm, so if you can hear that, I do apologize. However, it's what I've got to do when I got to do it, so away we go. So if we look at how everything is going right now, so the idea of what I was doing is to make 100 videos, ideally a video a day. But what I've noticed is I still want to take that 100 videos and I want to make it 100 days, but doing it daily, I'm getting the content out. But as an example, I have some scheduled videos and that worked really well, but it kind of defeats the purpose to some extent. But also what that means is on the days where I catch up and I run out of buffer, it means that I can come under a lot of stress depending on what has to happen with family and work and all that. So what I've figured out also to maintain the same quality isn't easy, and I do want to improve the quality. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep it to 100 videos in 100 days, but I think I'm going to batch them, and hopefully that means I can increase quality. I did notice that once I had the scheduled videos, I was able to be a bit more strategic, have better structure to the videos. So I think it may not be daily uploads, but I still want to get 100 videos out in 100 days, and maybe I do them in a series. So that's where I'm up to with that. The other feedback that I've received is the quality of the videos, the audio, it's fine. There's not necessarily a huge gain in credibility by getting a studio. I was going to borrow my friend's studio. It meant that I was going to lose about half a day, where it's going to be very small, the amount gained. So I'm just going to continue using the camera. I may clean it up for some of the evergreen content, but I'm happy to keep going as is. I am in the middle of doing a YouTube summary, so that was quality. And what I'm going to do with the YouTube summary is I'm working on a template, about halfway through, just on my findings. Not so much a template, more a summary document. And it's going to be some collateral that I can put out there, potentially grow the community. That Reddit post is going really well. I do need to get back to it and reply. Just life has been absolute chaos right now, so I'll get back to that. It's gotten a life of its own. I'll do an updated thread, I'll reply to everyone. Would have liked to reply to it quicker, but I don't think it's going to change the outcome of what it was. So I'm happy with that. And then some of the feedback has been people don't know that they can engage my services, that I could be profitable straight away. So I've started to work on the websites so that my offerings can be engaged if I want. So that could be business consulting, predominantly around scalable products. It could be thought leadership stuff. It could be one-on-one coaching. There's a whole host of things which I do, and I'm still going to keep doing all this stuff as it really helps, but that way people can contact me if they want to. And that's one of the big things. And so on top of that, that's kind of like low-hanging fruit, and it does allow me to get some form of income that can then lead towards bigger things. Now, there does need to be some guardrails put on, like how long do I remain unprofitable for. I have got to think about that, because you don't just want to keep getting a little bit better every day. Yes, I do want to get better every day, but there also needs to be some profitability behind it so that we can keep doing it. It's sustainable. And then that's going to be part of the profitable focus. So I'm going to think about how I can do that and get some areas out. Maybe it could be things like maybe I bid for some projects, or maybe I build some communities which could be monetized, but I'll keep working on that. It does need to be a focus which I haven't necessarily had as much focus on right now. One of the other ones that I do want to do, just because the skill set is so big, it is resonance with market. And so the way that takes place is creating the YouTubes, which everyone finds findful. It's meeting the keywords, it's meeting the search criteria. That's one aspect, and that's really good for quick feedback. But the other one that I want to do is a Kickstarter. There's 3 ones that I've got in mind, Kickstarter or equivalent. Doesn't have to necessarily be Kickstarter. And so the 3 that I'm looking at is the Ray Bradbury challenge, which is about improving your English skills. And it's a good challenge, but it goes for 1,000 days, and I think that people won't resonate with that as much. So I'm looking at potentially doing it 1, 3, 7, 10, 30-day options that you can do a little bit of a challenge. There's the math without equations. I've got a theory that you can learn all of math conceptually, and equations are good, but I think they're one way. Still need to look into that a bit more. And then there's also visual mathematics. And as I think I've said before, but I know that high level math, like multivariable calculus, should be able to be taught conceptually, visually. And I think that the 2 of them are definitely going to be highly profitable, but I think that they're going to take a lot more work. And so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to focus on the Bradbury challenge. And the reason why I like that is that there's so much open source material out there. And so it's going to be about taking that and taking it from being a commodity and turning it into a experience. And so what that means is there's going to be many commercial models, and I don't know what the commercial models are going to be. So what I have to do is look at, do I want to do it as a subscription? My gut feeling is no. Do I want to do it as a goal, like a 30-day challenge, and then just do multiple ones? Or what do I want to look at it? So future episodes, I'll take you through the commercial models that I do for this, because I think it's going to be really good. And I think it'd be really good to be able to unpack and really see my logic of thinking. And then what I'll probably do is I'll take that commercial model and I'll take it to a CFO or some equivalent, someone who's got a lot of financial depth. I'll get them to tear it apart, see what flaws are in my decision making, and take it from there. So big episode again. Going to try and keep them short, but thanks for your time and look forward to seeing you in the next one.